From the footage, Hank is spotted walking about in the neighborhood. It is fond of lurking in corners and trying to break in through back doors or squeeze through windows. Policemen are usually inundated with calls day in and day out from homeowners to call their attention to the harm Hank has been causing. The footage camera was able to capture 4 of the breeds of these sullen-looking creatures. They became used to stealing foods and constituted so much nuisance that even kids could no longer move about freely. It walks in a slowly calculated manner with no intention to harm, but to sight an opening through which it can meddle its way in and pounce on foods and remain in homes. Some want Hank and its cohorts eliminated completely, while others have suggested they be captured and taken to a different territory entirely different from humans. This would mean them starving in the wilderness. But then, they are doing no good being with people either. What's your take on this? I bet you haven't seen a deer coated in white. This is what the trail cam has captured. Standing afar off are the rare colored deers which are spotted in their distinctive coating, totally different from the usual brown dotted deers our eyes easily recognize. Here's where curiosity arises. The white coat is as a result of the presence of a recessive gene which gives no room to little or no pigmentation. The fragility of their looks makes people wonder how they could survive the harshest weather conditions in their habitat, as it looks like they've been stripped off a tougher covering. Compared to the regular deer with a more fierce look, their docile and calm nature makes people look forward to keeping them. No wonder the businessman who had plans of converting the Seneca Park, their habitat, to a place for metalworks had a change of mind. He'd grown so fond of them and never wanted them out of the park. Their white color has made them quite visible to predators like coyotes. Just a few of them have been discovered. Do you think they'll live forever? Here is some really eerie creature captured by the trail cam. Just how do you describe a long-legged, tiny stick-like insect making some to and fro movement in the dark? It doesn't look like what anyone has seen before. Seems more like it's up to something. Dragging its feet across the lawn, it looks more like it is running on a mission before dawn. Some online users have claimed this could be a digital artist playing with some video effect, while some feel it could be counted amongst those creepy insects in existence. Do you think it's just some creepy thing that is non-existent? Wolverines happen to be the scariest creatures in existence. Biologists were elated how the camera was able to capture it in action. Because in reality, wolverines are the rarest wild animals you would ever stumble across in the wilderness. With black stocky bodies and shiny bright eyes, they seem to be just as fierce as they look. Their looks in no way betray their actions. You just can easily tell how they would jump hard on a prey without a second thought. Seeing how they cover really long distances and hop enthusiastically, their claws are not to be wrestled with. These are their sharpest weapon for defense, and you never pray to encounter one. They belong to the Weasley family and are found in alpine and forest habits. How could we have known that bucks don't shed tears but antlers? Thanks to Cam. One thing bucks don't go a year without getting off of themselves or regenerating is the long stick-like extension on their heads. The shedding of antlers by bucks occurs every winter from mid-December to March, and it comes so easily to them. From the video, we can see how the buck is in a hyperactive state. This is as a result of increases in testosterone levels. You would ask, what has testosterone got to do with antlers? Here it is. The skull of the buck is covered in a soft coating called velvet. Antlers emerge from the velvet where blood flows. As this velvet wears off, new antlers begin to grow and the testosterone level in turn increases. This period is when bucks begin to engage in fights and battles for dominance against their fellow bucks. Here is a bizarre tentacled creature captured and spotted rolling itself in the mud. It has no senses or discernible parts, leaving people wondering how it carries out life's activities. Some have suggested that the creature may be an undiscovered aquatic species, while others feel it is controlled by a remote. Could it be that this creature has its senses located just in some place around its tentacles which has not been sighted yet? Because there's got to be something responsible for its movement. I'd like to see your comments on this. Nature has a way of making us a lot more curious than we ever thought. Here's a group of people walking in the woods who caught this on trail cam, a creature on video looking like a grim reaper. The sight was quite astonishing and fearful at the same time, making the group feel both relaxed and agitated. Could this be a wolfman or some unreal creature? It really just doesn't look like an ordinary one. What do you think? What on earth is this old, dry-looking creature with sunken eyes and bony facial structure? This would make you think twice before you consider walking alone in the forest. This is the #1 alien in the forest having a double-breasted dwarfish body. It looks far from a work of art, which many have thought it to be. The hands look wiry, and overall, it looks like some dried up old creature that always featured in some scary movies. Quite interesting, but not so much of a good sight to behold. Let's look at this ghost that has been lurking in the woods and making some suspicious moves around the forest. What in the world could this figure be? Nobody knows. The police are all out on the search for this mysterious figure. He walks with his back turned and travels the same route every day and never shows up whenever the police are out to get him, even when he's pre-informed of their search. His discerning skills must be really high. Mothers have reported how he scares children. Whenever he steps out, he usually does so with face covered in a mask and a gas tank. Many who went into the forest alone always come back with stories of how they were haunted. Having an island full of dolls looks pretty horrible, as dolls are being tied to tree trunks. Not one, not two, not even three, but a countless number. Could this be for done movie shoots, or are these children that were once abandoned in the woods? This island used to be home to mine, after which a tragedy befell the mine. What do you think these dolls are meant for? Bigfoots have been sighted over the years across the world. If there is some evidence of some creature remaining hidden for all these years, then this footage shows it. The trail cam captured some really strange claw marks along with hidden trees that had once been in an area where smaller pine trees are forced down. What kind of animal would cause such devastation, then make a home from it? Well, not many that we know. There aren't any human tools that couldn't have created such a result. This is the first evidence ever found about Bigfoot. Just like the clown of one of our all-time faves, Joker, you would almost mistake this clown the trail cam captured to be the same as he. This is some strange-looking clown having rainbow-colored hair with its face painted with makeup, making it look scary instead of funny. This creature approached the camera, and no one knew what he was up to. Could it be a prank? What do you think? This very disturbing footage has left viewers in an uncomfortable state. What could be more powerful enough to scare a dog to death? A camera was installed, and as they peered around the corner, two bright eyes were seen lurking in the darkness. Could it be some cryptic hiding in the dark, or some animals more powerful? Do drop your comments. While traveling down a road and driving past two grazing deer, the cam captures a third deer dashing out of nowhere. Observing this footage closely, we can infer that from the beginning there are only two deer present, which had everyone guessing where the sudden appearance of the third came from. One of the theories put forward by viewers, they labeled this as a potential glitch in the Matrix. This means that we live in a simulated reality, much like the premise of the famous science fiction film. The unanticipated could also be as a result of the mistake in the system coding, causing it to materialize without a logical explanation. Skeptics likened the appearance of the third deer to be an illusion of perspective. They suggest that the deer might have walked up out of the line of sight, which made it seem as though it materialized out of thin air. This sounds more like some merely optical illusion. The scary sight caught in the dark snows of the Canadian woods. How many times has anyone encountered these creatures moving in packs? Maybe once in 2 decades, but here's the amazing job done by the trail cam. Take a look at this pack of wolves moving cooperatively on a snowy land in a single file. You get to see them in twos most times, maybe by sheer luck or probably just one going about its business all alone. It has become quite exciting to observe and watch these fearsome looking creatures up close without any danger in mind. Capturing a pack of wolves is something anyone hardly ever sees. Amongst all, how do you explain this blurry picture of a guy clad in some sports clothes with arms normal, but a scary looking face? You can see that the only thing aside from the arms that indicate that he has some human features are the 2 indentations on the face region, with some teeth-like skeletal structure closing up the mouth area. The Evansville police found this to be a bit unbelievable. This creature was caught making some daring moves toward the camera and kept many wondering what its mission could be while creating so much buzz in the town. Some said it's a prank which someone set up, while others felt that the policemen were the brains behind it. Others feel it's a hoax, while some few believers see it as paranormal. You might have to look closely as well to tell me what you think about this. Have you seen a bird flying without its wings moving? This looks absolutely unusual. Here's a beautiful lawn in this video with a black truck slightly parked by the corner. A levitating bird was spotted dashing out of nowhere and floating in the air, just right in front of the camera. It becomes motionless and its wings become stiff and unflappable as it goes back and forth. The original filmer of this video, Gingerbeard, proposed that this eerie effect is a result of the camera's frame rate, which probably got synchronized with the bird's wings. The mystery has, however, been solved. Take a close look at this puzzling video, which had people speculating if it's a ghost or not. This peculiar moment was captured just in the middle of the night by the trail cam of a particular Instagram user. This camera mounted on their home security system shows the footage of how a mysterious wide mass moves and glides across the yard towards the end. We can see how it moved and glided past the white flat-like object with extension on both sides of the hammock and how it traveled back and forth. Judging from the way it looks, some suggested it's a smoke while others called it a ghost. Imagine moving in the dark and encountering a bodiless organism with two shiny eyes staring at you just right at the corner. That feels scary. Here's a journey made by the trail cam into the sewer system. As you can see, how this pair of lights glow in the video looks a little unnerving. Looking closely, we can see how this organism performs some hide-and-seek movements in front of the camera. Actually, the Georgia Public Utilities Department needed to be aware of some damage caused by foreign objects in the sewer system, and this was stumbled on. No one had any idea what the scary thing with shiny eyes was. Neither has anyone been able to make sense of it yet. Some think it is just a bullfrog. What do you think may have its abode in the sewer system of all places? How possible could it be for a creature to have a foothold at the very top of a tree without tipping over? Does it have some magical powers? This undoubtedly looks unsettling. We are used to seeing trees with uneven edges as a result of leaves sticking out or branches popping down from somewhere. If you try to zoom this a little bit more, you'll see this dark, carefree figure right at the middle top of this tree. No one knows what she's up to. The craziest part is that even with the noise made by the wolves and other wild animals underground, this creepy figure seems unperturbed. She turns about on a spot acting all busy with invisible activities. Some suggested it could be the ghost of La Llorona. However, this remains a mystery. Most children are usually scared of the dark, no doubt. Let's say you stepped out in the wee hours and saw a little girl all dressed in white playing about unsupervised by anyone in the backyard. Your best reaction and your guesses may be as good as mine. Here's a little girl caught on camera, in white, overall excitedly running towards a gated structure just in the middle of the night. She seems comfortable by herself and does not seek help or attention from anyone. Others suggest it's a lost girl, while some say it's a ghost since it has been found out the owner has no kids. From the video, it looks like her usual playground, and she has become very fond of it when no one is watching. What do you think? How do you explain what secretly shifts the position of objects when no one watches? Here's a trap set in the henhouse by the owner to monitor and record activities that occur every night. In this video, we can see the long rope tied to one end, dragged out with its remaining parts lying on the floor, and the end of it in an almost circular manner. The owner then mounts a fake hen on an elevated surface. From the video, we can see the slight snake-like inward shift at the circular end of the rope, while the fake hen falls with its peak directly packing the floor. Whatever is responsible for these activities is still unknown and remains a mystery. Some pointed out it could be this black entity sitting just by the corner in this video, who is responsible for this act. Journeying down a dry forest is a man behind this trail cam who walks closely and tries to show us this creature he spotted. So while hanging out in the woods as he moves further ahead, he brings the camera closer and we can see this creature crouching at a far distance. It seems harmless and does not attempt to scare anyone off. The man got even closer till he captured the face of this creature behind the woods. Can you see its orange-colored neck and face with two long horns protruding from both sides of the head? It looks quite powerless and helpless. While some described it as a dog man, others said it's a man hiding behind the masks. This giant creature was caught in the footage right behind a fence surrounded by overgrown grasses. It keeps making this side-to-side angry movement on top of the building like it's anticipating a reaction from an opponent. This dark, huge, and tall creature has this speed in its bodily movement, making it look even more real. Many think it's just a prank, or maybe it's the famous Dogman. Some have also likened it to a demon. Looking closely, what does it look like to you? Imagine a portion of fire rolled in a ball and begins to move about unassisted in the air. Have you seen a moving light before? What the camera caught this time is quite attention-grabbing. Can you see this whitish bright object floating about all on its own with an unpredictable movement or with no sign of landing? It gives off this fiery and bouncy movement in the air. The light moved with so much strength. Scientists analyzed it and have remained clueless about the cause of this floating light, which is capable of keeping your gaze busy and affixed for a long time. Skeptics argued they were just bugs or clouds of dust. What could make a bear take an excitable tour up a treetop? Look at this big stocky bear making its way up a tree that houses a baby eagle. This interesting footage was caught on camera by a guy standing afar off fishing on the other side of the sea. This bear noticed the baby eagle sitting quietly. All of a sudden, this black bear got all fired up like a fish would swim aggressively towards a bait, and in an unstoppable manner began to hop up. Spotting this activity, the mother eagle attempted to stop the bear in its track and scare it off, but all to no avail. Take a close look at how it succeeded in grabbing the baby eagle and bringing it to the ground. Who would have thought of bear climbing? It's quite interesting what the trail cam captures. With the talks about aliens making the rounds these days, it feels like we've seen and heard all that there is, and nothing is capable of giving us goosebumps anymore. Take a close look at this long-necked, silvery-bodied creature with a wiry bodily movement and a slimy appearance. The video was taken back in Brazil, 2019, and no one has ever caught a creature this strange and creepy. With so much curiosity, it stares deeply with its sunken eyes into the camera like it's in search of a missing object. Some folks suggested it was nabbed by authorities and has been hidden for some time. Imagine walking in an empty, dark-looking space between trees with raucous sounds all over the forest. This not only evokes some strange feelings of fear in you, but you're also very careful not to get closed in on and attacked by some wild animal from the rear. Tiptoeing and being as quiet as she could, the woman behind the trail cam suddenly sighted this creature lurking and crouching at the base of a tree, following the cacophony of sounds emanating from the path that led straight to where it was.
What the f is that? What is that? Oh, it's moving. No. What's that? No.
Could it be a prank? Or is this just an opportunity for the creature to hunt? Let us know what you think. Still on bears, take a look at this not-so-thick forest with dried trees. This bear that is approaching happens to only attack when it's being threatened or protecting its young. This grizzly bear with a long snout happens to be the most aggressive, with a bite force of over 1,200 pounds, referring to the amount of pressure they can exert with their teeth. This one was very close to the camera and was almost closing in on those recordings, but the would-be victim and his friends were able to scare it off. The possibility of being attacked by a bear is almost 1 in 2.1 million, according to World Animal Foundation. Annually, there are about 49 bear attacks on humans worldwide, with 1 death in the US. Which of these caught your attention and why? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more updates. Zoologists are astonished by the footage as it shows 2 species interacting in a way never observed before. This intriguing event occurred at Hululuwe Mfulotsi Park in South Africa and depicts a small mammal resembling a combination of a cat and a mongoose hitching a ride on both a rhino and a buffalo. Remarkably, this behavior has been documented in previous camera trap images, suggesting it is a recurring occurrence involving the same individuals. It appears as though the genes of these small mammals have found a means of transportation similar to a taxi service. The unique characteristics of these creatures, such as their striped coats, long banded tails, small heads, large ears, agility, quick reflexes, and climbing skills, makes them well suited for such behavior. The rhino appears indifferent to the presence of the genet. Although the motives of the tiny mammal remain unknown to experts, some speculate that they may perch on the larger animals, awaiting the opportunity to capture small prey flushed out by them. Alternatively, they may be simply utilizing the larger animals as a means of efficiently navigating their environment without expending excessive energy. Such behavior could be regarded as clever and audacious. Moving on the list is recent news, a resident of Vermont captured remarkable and rare footage on a trail camera near her home. The footage depicted the exact moment when an 8-point buck shed its antler, a natural and annual process confirmed by wildlife experts. Although this occurrence is common, it is seldom captured on camera. The video was discovered in Northfield, Vermont, and shared with the Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department by ANCRV. They subsequently posted the video on their Facebook page. ANCRV shared her astonishment on Facebook, along with a photo of the antlers, stating that she encountered them in the snow while approaching her camera. She further mentioned that she now proudly displays them on her mantle in response to a comment on the footage. Notably, ANCRV clarified that she is not a hunter and had not set up any bait for the animal. Instead, it seems that the deer was feeding on apples that had fallen from a nearby tree. In the video, the deer can be observed seemingly scratching an itch on its head before swiftly shaking off the antlers and disappearing from the camera's view. Witnessing such a captivating moment on a trail camera is truly extraordinary. It is worth noting that the term 8-point buck refers to the deer's antlers, as it possesses 8 points. Deer shed their antlers annually after the mating season, and the buck will eventually regrow them. This remarkable footage serves as a testament to the awe-inspiring wonders of nature. Introducing the exceptionally rare striped rabbit, an elusive creature that may have escaped the attention of even the most devoted rabbit enthusiasts. The Sumatran striped rabbit, residing exclusively in the mountainous forests of Sumatra, holds the distinction of being one of the most uncommon rabbits worldwide. Its documented appearances are few and far between, with the last known photograph captured in the year 2000 within the confines of Bukit Barisan Park. This creature's secretive nature perplexes not only rabbit lovers but also scientists, who possess minimal knowledge about its characteristics. Standing just over a foot tall, the chalk-colored rabbit exhibits distinct dark brown stripes and exhibits a nocturnal lifestyle. Due to their extreme shyness, researchers remain uncertain about the population size and distribution of this enigmatic species in the wild. The rarity of capturing these exceptional bunnies on trail cameras cannot be overstated, as each instance contributes significantly to our understanding of this elusive creature. Therefore, let us marvel at the fact that the rarest mountain rabbit in existence has been documented on camera. Next on our list is the deer stalker, indicating that woodland creatures always face unfortunate circumstances. During a hunter's review of the trail camera footage he'd set up, an unusual observation caught his attention. In the upper left corner of the clip, a fast-moving black creature can be observed briefly before disappearing from view. While some argue that it could be a squirrel or another deer lurking in the shadows, many viewers find the creature's rapid movement unsettling. Certain individuals suggest that it might be the dogman, a creature known for stalking both animals and people in wooded areas. The initial sightings of this beast were reported in Wexford County, Michigan, and subsequent sightings have been documented in various locations. While I believe it is far-fetched to conclude that this enigmatic figure is the dogman, I agree that the creature is undeniably eerie. If someone accustomed to encountering diverse wildlife finds this entity peculiar, there is undoubtedly something exceptionally strange about it. Presenting an extraordinary discovery in the latest footage, the moss gnome. Our investigation delved into the intriguing possibility of moss taking the form of a gnome. Initially deemed highly unlikely, prepare to be astonished as we unveil captivating visuals captured deep within the forest that defy all odds and evoke a spine-tingling sensation. The captivating journey commenced when it all started with an inquisitive explorer who entered the forest and stumbled upon an enchanting collection of moss resembling a gnome. This captivating sight immediately grabbed her attention, compelling her to investigate further. Little did she anticipate the eerie turn this harmless encounter would take. She asserted that the moss moved and made eye contact with her. Despite the absence of any recorded evidence of this unsettling motion in the video, we are left craving a glimpse of the enigmatic moss gnome in action. We ponder whether the slight movements were a figment of her imagination or if the poor video quality failed to capture the true essence of the phenomenon. Regardless, one question lingers. How did the moss grow into such an eerie shape? Is it possible that this tantalizing clue indicates the existence of gnomes, those legendary creatures of myth? Should we dare to entertain the idea that she ventured into a realm where these elusive beings dwell? Peculiar slender being observed moving on all fours, its eyes emitting an eerie glow. Cloaked in fur, the creature possesses an elongated and slender physique, displaying remarkable agility despite its frail appearance. Filmed during the night, the video enhances the unsettling atmosphere. The creature's deliberate and unhurried movements only deepen the enigma surrounding its true nature. Viewers have been left perplexed by the absence of any audible sounds, making it difficult to discern whether it is indeed a genuine animal. The true nature of this entity remains uncertain, as it could either be an actual living creature, an animatronic creation, or a digital fabrication. Numerous hypotheses have emerged, proposing various possibilities such as an unidentified species, an extraterrestrial being, or a supernatural entity. Nevertheless, without additional substantiation, it is impracticable to definitively determine the identity or origin of this enigmatic creature. There is a widespread belief that if extraterrestrial beings were to visit our planet, they would likely observe the forests and their inhabitants. Numerous trail camera videos found on the internet claim to have recorded UFOs or aliens, but this particular case stands out. While reviewing his trail camera footage, the owner noticed an unfamiliar entity observing the deer from a distance. Initially, the footage captures several deer feeding near the trail camera, but once they disappear, a subsequent photo reveals a luminous figure in the distance. Although it is difficult to discern its exact nature, it is clear that this is not a mere reflection of an insect. Upon closer inspection, the figure appears to resemble a person. It is plausible that this sighting could be attributed to a nocturnal hunter or an entirely different phenomenon. An unexpected and unsettling incident was captured by a trail camera, leaving people startled and perplexed. Near the Old Hole General Cemetery on Spring Bank, England, witnesses reported seeing a nun engaging in an unusual dance with a skeleton, accompanied by a dog skeleton. This occurrence is quite peculiar, as nuns are not typically associated with such macabre activities. Witnessing this spectacle firsthand must have felt surreal and eerie, especially considering that it occurred during daylight hours. Although the presence of multiple witnesses confirms that the nun is a real person and not a ghost, there is still an unsettling aura surrounding a woman dressed as a nun participating in occult-like rituals. The photograph becomes even more chilling when considering the historical context of the whole general cemetery, which has been inactive for nearly half a century. Established in 1847, the cemetery holds significant monuments and graves, including one dedicated to victims of a cholera outbreak in 1849. Many individuals from the Victorian area and early 20th century were laid to rest here. One can't help but wonder why the nun chose to engage in such a peculiar act near the cemetery. Is there something supernatural occurring in this vicinity, or could it simply be a staged performance? Let us know your opinion about the unsettling scene we just witnessed on screen. Within this enigmatic video, we initially witnessed two children, a boy and a girl, venturing along an undisclosed path. The fact that this scene was captured by a surveillance camera during the late hours of the night already instills an eerie atmosphere. As the siblings progress, the camera captures a shadowy, indistinct figure lurking amidst the dense foliage, beckoning the children to approach. Driven by curiosity or perhaps enticed by the creature's allure, the children begin to follow it. The tension escalates further as the clip takes a chilling twist, with the creature leading them deeper into the forest, away from the familiar trail. Their silhouettes gradually fade into the darkness, leaving us with a barrage of unanswered questions. Who are these children? Where did they originate from? And more importantly, why did they choose to pursue this enigmatic entity into the depths of the woods? I must admit, the person accompanying the girl, holding her hand, bears little resemblance to an ordinary individual. Despite the disquieting implications, the video concludes without providing any definitive answers. The identities of the children, their connection to the mysterious creature, and the events that unfolded in the woods all remain shrouded in secrecy. This unsettling footage serves as a haunting reminder of the potentially sinister occurrences that can transpire unnoticed during the depths of the night. It reinforces the adage our parents often remind us of: nothing good happens after midnight. Wow, I never expected to witness something like that. It's truly remarkable how swiftly the bird swooped down on her. I'm curious if she had any food with her, attracting the bird, or if she was there specifically to film the hawk and ended up getting unexpectedly attacked. It's quite crazy to think that we now have a glimpse of what prey experiences during their final moments when confronted by these birds. A peculiar discovery was made in 2022 through a deer camera called the DeerCam orb. The camera owner had been perplexed by continuous alarms throughout the day, yet no activity was captured on the footage. However, as night fell, an unidentified light emerged in the frame, adding to the mystery. Should the person who uploaded this footage continue hunting in the area despite the camera consistently going off? I would appreciate your insights on the matter. Some commenters suggested leaving the camera in place and never returning, while others remained skeptical, attributing the unusual light to a potential issue with the camera lens. Which viewpoint do you find more plausible? Nevertheless, the next disturbance on the list has been identified, but remains unwelcome. A peculiar and unidentified shape was captured on a trail camera. The game cam photos from 2015 initially appear unremarkable. However, upon closer examination of the picture taken 6 seconds later, something has emerged behind the trees on the right side of the frame, resembling a human figure. Can you distinguish this character from the image? The camera, belonging to Timo Filmajaki, had been placed in the middle of the woods for several months. This particular shot turned out to be perplexing. The location where the trail camera was set up is supposedly a wilderness area with no nearby houses, making it unlikely for people to pass by. Phil Jamachi, the owner of the camera, speculates that the unidentified entity is probably not a human, but possibly a deer or other animal. Can you think of any alternative explanations for this phenomenon? The comment section offers various amusing suggestions, ranging from a cartoon character to a tiger that doesn't belong in its natural habitat. However, skeptics in this case suggest that the camera's flashlight may have malfunctioned. Do you share this viewpoint? Nevertheless, the captured image unveils a more alarming sight. This unsettling video captured by a trail camera has gained significant attention online, and rightfully so. It depicts a peculiar entity clinging to a tree branch in a forest. What strikes us the most is the incredibly eerie appearance, resembling a humanoid figure with elongated limbs and fingers. It evokes thoughts of a mysterious creature akin to a skinwalker, attempting to blend into the forest surroundings. It bears a resemblance to an extraterrestrial being, although it's important to acknowledge that we cannot definitively identify it. Numerous individuals have been engaged in discussions about this unnerving trail camera image, with the comment section brimming with various theories and speculations. Some skeptics propose the possibility of a fabricated or digitally altered photograph, while others entertain the notion of a newly discovered primate species or an alternative explanation. We would appreciate hearing your perspectives on this captivating image. Please feel free to share your thoughts below. Witnessed on camera, a formidable and colossal predator suddenly emerges from the right side of the frame, its swift movements making it nearly impossible to focus on. Within seconds, it vanishes from sight, leaving an indelible impression. An extraordinary encounter unfolds as the videographer captures what seems to be the legendary Almasty, a creature akin to the Bigfoot and the Yeti, known to inhabit the untamed regions of the Caucasus. Standing approximately 6 feet tall, this enigmatic being possesses either red or black fur, along with slanted eyes that emit an eerie red glow in the darkness. With a peculiar bounding and leaping gait, it proceeds to slice through the forest, seemingly in pursuit of an unseen quarry. Just before its disappearance, the cameraman manages to capture a distinct glimpse of the creature. These cryptic beasts are reputed to reach speeds of up to 37 miles per hour and bear a resemblance to a hybrid of an ape and a Neanderthal. Witnesses the creature effortlessly leaps from one step to another. Had the unwitting observer been detected, their chances of escape would have been slim given the creature's astonishing ability to pursue its prey. The following videos I'm about to share with you involve Carpenter, who strongly believes that there is at least one Bigfoot residing in his area. However, this particular Bigfoot is unlike any other you've seen before. According to Carpenter, this Bigfoot is entirely white, and he claims to have evidence supporting his claim. He embarked on journeys through the forest, meticulously documenting each trip. After hours of scrutinizing and enhancing the footage, he discovered peculiar sightings of a creature that seemed to be trailing him throughout his expeditions. On multiple occasions, Carpenter spotted a white figure attempting to conceal itself amidst bushes and trees while closely monitoring his movements. Scott's cameras managed to capture several of these occurrences, including a clear shot of the creature's face. The distinct coloration of the creature, which stands out amidst the green forest, doesn't seem to aid its camouflage. Strangely, the creature appears both eerie and cautious, as if it fears Carpenter. Could this be a mutation of the well-known Bigfoot species, resulting in a completely white appearance? Share your thoughts on these captivating creatures captured on camera in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe to our channel. To ensure you don't miss any future videos, remember to enable notifications by clicking the bell icon. Have you ever wondered if unicorns exist in real life beyond their appearance in movies? Well, prepare to be amazed because this video will blow your mind. In this captivating footage, a man was exploring the mountains when he captured what he believed to be a magnificent white horse. Little did he know that it was something else. As he approached the creature, he couldn't believe his eyes. It wasn't just an ordinary horse, it was a unicorn. From its radiant white coat and the enchanting horn on its forehead, every moment captured on camera is like something out of a fairy tale. It's a rare glimpse into a mythical creature that many believed only existed in legends and imaginations. Have you ever seen one? Let us know in the comments section below. I can't believe someone actually captured the octopus moving on land instead of in the water. It's truly mesmerizing to see a creature known for its adeptness at hiding itself in the depths of the ocean out in the open like this. It's fascinating how nature never fails to surprise us. I can't help but wonder what might have compelled the octopus to venture out from its aquatic habitat. Perhaps it was searching for food or exploring new territory. Whatever the reason, I must admit I personally wouldn't want to encounter it face to face. The sheer adaptability and resourcefulness of octopuses never cease to amaze me. They are truly masters of disguise and camouflage. This video serves as a reminder of the vast and diverse wonders of our natural world, and how much more there is to learn about the creatures that inhabit it. Talk about unexpected house guests, this video just blew my mind. Imagine coming home after a hectic day, ready to unwind, and suddenly out of nowhere, this otherworldly creature pops up at your window. What are the chances, right? Kudos to this guy for thinking on his feet and grabbing his camera. I mean, who wouldn't want to capture evidence of an encounter with an actual alien? Now, let's talk about this creature. From what we can see, it's undeniably an alien. The big question is, how long has it been hanging around before we noticed? Are there secret alien societies hiding in our homes just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves? I don't know about you, but I've suddenly become very curious about what's going on behind closed doors. All jokes aside, this video is a fascinating reminder that the universe is full of mysteries. Who knows what else is out there just beyond our reach? I, for one, can't wait to see what other bizarre encounters await us in the future. This clip is about a group of adventurous friends who were out exploring the beautiful forest and majestic mountains when suddenly they stumbled upon a giraffe like no other. This giraffe has a massive lump on its face, and let me tell you, it's not your everyday lump. If you take a closer look, you'll notice that the lump actually has a hole in it. It's like nature decided to play a game of peekaboo with this giraffe's face. Now, what on earth could be the cause of such a peculiar lump? Perhaps this giraffe engaged in some high-stakes thumb wrestling match with a mischievous woodland creature, and things got a bit out of hand. But on a serious note, the lump could be caused by an injury, infection, or even a tumor. It's a good reminder that animals, just like us, can face health challenges too. Veterinarians watching this, can you help us? A guy came across an object that's got us all scratching our heads like a bunch of confused chimpanzees. I mean, seriously, what on earth could this thing be? The brave explorer decided to take matters into his own hands and started directing the object. But guess what? No matter how hard he tries to keep it apart, this mysterious thing just keeps joining back together. Now, I'm sitting here pondering what the heck this could possibly be. Is it some alien goo? Has a secret government experiment gone wrong? A glitch in the Matrix? I'm fresh out of ideas. Maybe you could enlighten us with your genius theories. A farmer came across this bird and he decided to rescue it. You may be wondering what kind of bird it is, but I will help you kill your curiosity. This creature you're looking at is a shoebill stork, and it's not your average everyday stork. This bird is like the James Bond of the bird kingdom. With its sleek blue-gray plumage, piercing yellow eyes, and that iconic, humongous shoe-shaped bill, the shoebill stork is a true rock star in the avian world. This majestic creature boasts an impressive wingspan of up to 8 feet, or 2.5 meters, making it a sight to behold when it takes to the skies. And when it comes to hunting, this stork means business. With that massive bill, it can snatch up all sorts of tasty treats like fish, frogs, and even baby crocodiles. This next clip is a real attention grabber. This unknown entity emerged from the depths of the water as if it's been plotting its grand entrance for centuries. Slowly but surely, it makes its way onto land, leaving us all in awe of its otherworldly appearance. And let me tell you, this is like nothing we've ever encountered before. With eyes that resemble those of a human and a head that's straight out of a science fiction flick, people are quick to jump to conclusions. Some people are convinced we've stumbled upon an extraterrestrial being, ready to show us glimpses of life beyond our wildest dreams. But I want to know what you think. Are we witnessing a visitor from another planet? Could it be a creature that's managed to elude our scientific radar until now? Let me play it one more time. Did you notice anything? Well, it seems like these clever goats have stumbled upon the ultimate escape plan from all the human troubles down below. Who needs solid ground when you can perch on a tree like a majestic bird? These mischievous creatures have taken getting away from it all to a whole new level. The real twist here is that these adventurous climbers refused to come down until someone was willing to play the role of their personal goat chauffeur. Can you imagine? It's like they were demanding their own private elevator service. I must admit, this is a sight to behold. It's not every day you witness goats defying gravity and exhibiting such diva-like behavior. Maybe they were inspired by those agile mountain goats that navigate steep cliffs with ease. Or perhaps they were just trying to avoid dealing with the mundane troubles of us humans. Who knows? So I must ask, have you ever encountered such an extraordinary occurrence in your own life? Please share your tales in the comments below. This next footage is about a homeowner's trail camera capturing something truly bizarre. From what we see, it has a face that resembles a pig, but its hands are eerily human-like. It's like someone took a pig and decided to give it a wild makeover, adding a dash of human hands just for kicks. Now, if that doesn't pique your curiosity, I don't know what will. So we find ourselves at a crossroads. What in the world could this creature possibly be? Is it a result of a secret experiment gone wrong? An escapee from an alternate dimension? Or maybe, just maybe, it's the next step in evolution that we never saw coming. Leave your guesses in the comments below. Still on trail cameras. So a trail camera managed to capture the presence of an absolute behemoth of a creature. Now before you get too carried away with your wild speculations, take a careful look at the details of the creature. From what we can see in the footage, this enigmatic creature possesses a back that seems straight out of a fantasy novel, and the tail, it's long and thick enough to make even the most confident of beavers a tad envious. But what in the world could it be? Some individuals have thrown around the idea that we might have stumbled upon the elusive legend known as Bigfoot. You know, the towering, hairy creature of lore that inspires equal parts fear and fascination. But hey, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. The question is it real? Well, that's a tough one to crack. Personally, I have my doubts. While the footage certainly presents an intriguing case, we need more evidence to confidently declare the existence of this creature. After all, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, as the saying goes. But hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think this captivating creature caught on camera is the real deal? And if it is, then what on earth, or perhaps beyond, could it be? When I stumbled upon this clip, I thought I was witnessing a bat taking flight. But it turns out this peculiar creature is no bat at all. We're dealing with a fish. Yeah, you heard me right, a fish with wings and legs that could give any bird a run for its money. I mean, seriously, have you ever seen anything quite like this underwater marvel? It's like Mother Nature decided to mix things up a bit and give this fish a taste of the avian life. These mass wings are just something else, providing the fish with an otherworldly appearance. But let's not forget about those legs. Who needs fins when you can have actual legs? It's like this fish decided it wasn't content with being just another ordinary swimmer and demanded a pair of limbs to strut its stuff. Have you come across a fish like this? A farm owner's trail camera captured this animal called the Amazonian short-eared dog. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is an Amazonian short-eared dog? Relax, I'll tell you. It's a little bit like a mixtape of a fox, a dog, and a magical creature only found in your wildest dreams. Okay, maybe not that last part, but trust me, this critter is one of a kind. Believe it or not, it's actually believed that the Amazonian short-eared dog has gone extinct. Yes, extinct. Like that sock you lost in the laundry forever. But just when we thought we'd never lay eyes on this enchanting species again, the farm owner's trail camera came to the rescue. Capturing the Amazonian short-eared dog on film is like spotting a unicorn roller skating through a rainbow. It's that rare. This incredible footage has brought a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, this delightful canine-like creature is still out there, roaming the uncharted depths of the Amazon rainforest. In this video, we've got this bizarre unknown creature caught on camera, and let me tell you, it's a head-scratcher. As you can see, it's rolling around in the mud like nobody's business, but here's the kicker, it doesn't have eyes. Even the cat watching the spectacle couldn't wrap its furry little brain around what was going on. This thing has more tentacles than your favorite octopus on steroids. Tentacles flailing, it just keeps rolling and rolling, as if it's having the time of its life in a muddy playground. What on earth is this slippery creature? Is it a mud-loving alien without a GPS? Is it an undiscovered species practicing some funky mud yoga moves? Or maybe it's just a misunderstood creature looking for a new hobby. We may never know for sure, but hey, it sure keeps us guessing, doesn't it? This security camera footage had my heart racing. At first, everything seems pretty ordinary, just another day in the life of surveillance footage. But then out of nowhere, a creature makes its grand entrance. Now, I have to give props to this extraterrestrial being because it clearly possesses some top-notch awareness skills. As soon as it realizes it's being recorded, it dashes to the other side of the building. I mean, who knew aliens could be so camera shy? Maybe it was just trying to keep their intergalactic fashion secrets under wraps. Who knows? But here's where things get even more perplexing. Instead of simply vanishing into thin air, this enigmatic figure decides to throw a curveball by dragging a ladder. This video definitely leaves us with more questions than answers. What was that creature? Why did it take the ladder? Is it building an alien treehouse? I guess we'll never know for sure. Or do you have any ideas? In this last clip, we've got an extraordinary creature on our hands, or should I say, on its own hands and tail. This enigmatic being, with features reminiscent of an alligator on the move, left me scratching my head in wonder. Now, let's take a proper look at it. This creature seems to be moving with speed towards a destination that remains shrouded in mystery. But here's the kicker, it wasn't just using its hands to scuttle along like your average critter. This clever creature also employed its tail as a trusty support system. Take a closer look at it to confirm. Can you see that? Personally, I like to keep an open mind when encountering the wonders of nature. Life has a way of surprising us after all. What do you think this mesmerizing creature could be? Is it an alligator cousin, a distant relative, or a whole new chapter in the book of extraordinary creatures? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Another landowner just minding his own business set up a trail camera to capture the mesmerizing wonders of nature, but the camera captured this creature that has kept us scratching our heads. At first glance, the creature caught appears to be an innocent stick insect, but upon closer inspection, you'll quickly realize that this ain't your ordinary bug. What adds fuel to the fire of curiosity is the presence of a coyote in the vicinity. Now, normally coyotes are pretty brave critters, but this time? Oh, it hightailed it out there faster than a race car on rocket fuel. The coyote's instinctive reaction speaks volumes. Have you ever seen anything like it? I mean, seriously. This thing seems to have sprung out of the depths of our imagination. Is it a new species yet to be documented by scientists? Are we witnessing a groundbreaking discovery? Once again, I turn to you for answers. An extraordinary event unfolded in the heartland of Mexico on the 12th of 2023. It was a typical day on the highway, cars whizzing by, and suddenly a spine-chilling sight appeared. This bizarre insectoid, like something straight out of a sci-fi flick, was causing quite a stir. It didn't even bother to hide. It boldly paraded itself right there on the highway, much to the shock and bewilderment of everyone around. Imagine being a driver, innocently cruising along, only to have to slam on the brakes to witness this otherworldly being ambling across the road. Can you feel the goosebumps creeping up your arms? It's as if time stood still, and every passerby had no choice but to surrender the asphalt to this spine-tingling creature. With jaws dropped and hearts racing, people gathered to watch this real-life monster in action. Scary? Oh, you bet. But the fear only added to the allure of the moment. It was like witnessing a creature from a parallel dimension crossing into our own. In the fascinating world of nature, our insects can sometimes act as our guiding compass, steering us away from potential dangers. And just like us, animals possess an innate instinct that can prompt them to disagree with certain situations. A man was leisurely cruising with his majestic horse, enjoying the tranquility of the surrounding when the horse abruptly came to a halt, refusing to move forward. Perplexed, the man wonders what could be the cause of this sudden obstinance. Luckily, his camera was still rolling, capturing every moment of this mysterious encounter. To his surprise, the man noticed an eerie creature lurking from behind a nearby tree, peering at them with its captivating and chilling presence. This mysterious entity boasts round, vibrant eyes that seem to penetrate one's very soul. Its appearance alone sends shivers down the spine. Take a look at it closely. One more time. Now, the question is, what could this eerie creature be? Is it a mythical being, a mischievous forest spirit, or perhaps an alien? Let me know when you find an answer. In this incredible footage captured by a trail camera deep in the mysterious woods, we are presented with a perplexing creature that has ignited our curiosity. As we look closer into the details of this astonishing image, it becomes clear that this enigmatic being possesses strikingly hairy brown skin, along with a hand and a leg that appears to be incomplete. Now, as we carefully observe the frozen moment in time, one burning question lingers in our minds. What was this creature running from? Something or someone had startled it, prompting a hasty escape through the dense foliage. I guess we will never find out. Shows a group of motorcycle riders in India cruising their way back home when something extraordinary catches their eye. They spot a mysterious creature gracefully moving along the road, and quick thinking as they are, one of them pulls out their camera to capture the encounter. Little did they know that this footage would ignite a frenzy of speculation, attracting countless eyeballs and a whirlwind of opinions. The comment section of this viral video has become a battleground of beliefs. Some avid enthusiasts of the extraterrestrial persuasion argue that what we witness here is undoubtedly an alien entity. They point to its sleek form and ethereal white body as undeniable evidence of its otherworldly origins. Others, on the ghostly side of the spectrum, suggest that it may very well be a wandering spirit haunting the desolate roads of India. As the debates rage on, one thing remains certain. This footage is a feast for the imagination. Whether you're a skeptic or a firm believer in the unknown, this captivating encounter will make your spine tingle and your mind wander. What do you think? Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to crack the case of this enigmatic creature's true identity. You know this animal. Of course, it's a dog. And this one? You probably haven't seen it, but you know it is a lion. But what of this? In this video, this extraordinary sight had onlookers scratching their heads in disbelief. Imagine a creature that combines the raw power and majestic presence of a lion with the loyal and playful nature of a man's best friend, the dog. It is called a lion dog. As the camera zooms in, the creature looks like it seems to have stepped right out of a mythical tale. It's as if the spirit of a lion and a dog have intertwined to create this captivating hybrid. As rumors of the elusive lion dog spread like wildfire, scientists and zoologists were left scratching their heads, eager to unravel the mysteries behind this enigmatic species. Could it be a result of natural evolution, or perhaps a carefully crafted creation from the realms of genetic experimentation? Nature never ceases to amaze us, and the lion dog is a living testament to the incredible wonders that await us if we dare to look beyond the ordinary. This clip unveils a tale that unfolded in the deep wilderness, where a landowner's innocent attempt to capture the majestic wildlife turned into an enigmatic spectacle. The little backstory is that a passionate hunting enthusiast eagerly set up a trail camera in the heart of his expansive land, anticipating stunning footage of nature's finest creatures. Little did he know that destiny had a surprise in store for him. As the footage starts before our very eyes, our attention is immediately captured by the sight of an uncanny figure lurking amidst the dense bushes. The creature seems to be cloaked in what appears to be a mysterious robe. While some theorists dare to suggest it might be a human, a more pressing question arises. What on earth is this particular individual doing concealed within the wilderness? Or could this cloaked creature be a wanderer seeking solace in the untamed surroundings? Or, perchance, a secret guardian protecting the hidden treasures of nature? The possibilities seem endless, but I would love to hear what you think. In this next footage, a camera set up in a desolate and abandoned area managed to capture an astonishing moment that has left us all in awe. As the camera starts rolling, our attention is immediately drawn to the eerie bridge ahead. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a mysterious creature leaps into view. This creature is like nothing we've ever seen before. It certainly doesn't resemble any known dog or aquatic animal. What sets this enigmatic being apart is not only its bizarre physical appearance, but also its piercing stare. The way it locks eyes with the camera sends chills down our spines. There's an undeniable sense of intelligence and depth in its gaze, as if it holds secrets we can't even fathom. The footage has raised countless questions. Who or what is this creature? Where did it come from? And what are its intentions? Maybe you can help with the answers to these questions. The question of if aliens are secretly living among us has continued to linger, and maybe this video has the answer to that question. A few years back, a man stumbled upon something that appears to be a frozen alien. Now, let me set the stage here. When this video first emerged, it ignited a wildfire of speculation. Skeptics claimed it was nothing more than a cleverly orchestrated ruse designed to manipulate our collective beliefs. But as we meticulously examine this unearthly footage, it is abundantly clear that this alien is as genuine as it gets. No fancy digital trickery or clever editing can replicate such a sight. Do you still think we are alone? In the dense heart of the mysterious forest, a trail camera patiently waited for its chance to capture the enigmatic creatures that roamed the shadows. And yes, it did deliver. First came the stealthy bobcat, its fierce eyes piercing through the darkness, followed by a curious possum, seemingly in search of adventure. Just as the night grew darker, a mischievous gang of raccoons sauntered by, their playful antics caught on camera. But then, things took a chilling turn. A majestic deer gracefully made its appearance, casting an aura of elegance amidst the wilderness. As if the forest couldn't get any more enchanting, a little bunny hopped into the frame, bringing a touch of innocence to the scene. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, a creature like no other emerged from the shadows. Take a careful look at this creature. This creature is unlike any dog or coyote that we have ever imagined. Its skin appears oddly peeled, but that isn't the most spine-chilling part. Its right leg is unmistakably missing, leaving us to wonder what could have happened to it. What could this creature be? Do you have any ideas? In a quaint village, a group of farmers stumbled upon a spine-chilling sight that left them trembling with fear. They couldn't resist capturing it, for what they witnessed was beyond comprehension. Take a look at this creature with a human face fused onto an animal body, a bizarre combination that defied all logic. But that's not all. This creature held a gaze so intense, with its enormous eyes locked steadfastly in a single direction. The most baffling aspect is that nobody has been able to unravel the true identity of this creature. Its existence remains an unsolved puzzle, confounding the minds of all who have encountered it. The mere sight of this creature sends shivers down the spine of anyone who gazes upon it. It possesses an aura of terror, as no one could determine whether it poses a threat or not. Its eerie presence has captivated the imagination of many, giving rise to endless speculations and hair-raising theories. Is it a mythical creature from a forgotten legend? Or perhaps an otherworldly being from a parallel dimension? No one knows. A man captured this giraffe with an unusual number of lumps. This is like a real-life mystery unfolding before our eyes. In 1 minute, I will tell you what could possibly cause these mysterious lumps on a giraffe. One possible culprit could be a condition called fibromatosis, which leads to the formation of lumps on the skin. These lumps are basically bundles of abnormal tissue that can grow pretty big. But that's not the only possibility. Sometimes these lumps can be caused by infections or parasites. Watching this video might make you feel a bit disturbed, but it's also a reminder of how incredible and delicate nature can be. When stumbling upon this fascinating video, my initial impression was that I had stumbled upon a statue frozen in time. But I guess I was in for a surprise. Upon closer examination, it turns out that what I thought was a lifeless statue was actually a living creature in disguise. The owner of this footage couldn't believe his eyes either when he discovered that the seemingly immobile figure was, in fact, a moving bird. Intrigued and eager for answers, he decided to capture it on camera, seeking our collective help in identifying this mysterious avian species. Now it's time for you to help solve this puzzle. What kind of bird could this be? Is it a graceful swan, a colorful parrot, or perhaps a stealthy owl? We may need to examine its features closely, its beak, feathers, and size, to crack this feathered riddle. After hearing disturbing sounds in his surroundings, a brave man decided to solve the mystery by setting up a trail camera to catch the culprit. He was hoping to capture something like a lion or maybe just a mischievous dog. However, what his camera captured was something completely unexpected and terrifying. This creature had the face of a lion, but the body of a human. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is that thing? Well, it's difficult to say for sure, but we can speculate. Some say it's a mythical creature, a hybrid between a lion and a human. Others have argued it's a result of some crazy scientific experiment gone wrong. Whatever it is, one thing is certain. It's definitely not something you'd want to stumble upon in your everyday life. Just imagine walking through the woods and suddenly coming face to face with this bizarre creature. It would send chills down your spine, right? I can totally understand if the man who discovered this would want to stay far away from that area from now on. Who can blame him? This lion-faced, human-bodied beast is the stuff of nightmares. So, friends, I leave it up to you to come up with your own theories about this peculiar creature. Is it a new species yet to be discovered? Is it a figment of someone's imagination? Or maybe, just maybe, it's a warning sign to stay away from that particular spot. But whatever the case, let's hope we never encounter this creature in our own lives. A group of brave explorers stumbled upon this creature that looks like an embryo in a place far away from any river. And that's where things get really puzzling. How in the world did this creature manage to end up there, considering the river is nowhere nearby? It's a riddle that has left experts scratching their heads and ignited fierce debates among curious minds. Is it perhaps a creature that can adapt on land? Some theories propose that the creature may have hitched a ride on a passing bird, like a winged superhero swooping down from the sky. Others argue that it could have been carried away by strong winds or even teleported by some sort of mysterious force. What do you think? If this wasn't captured on camera, I'm very sure a lot of people would argue that it is from one of those fairy tale movies. The footage, first of all, captures these children having fun, oblivious of what is lurking around their surroundings, and then it captures this. What came to your mind when you saw this? A flying insect, right? But look closer. Have you seen an insect with such a long leg? Look at it one more time. Can you see that it is a humanoid creature? It has legs and hands with a wing. What could this creature be? Have you seen something like this before? As usual, you're free to share with us in the comments section. Do you know that white deer are also referred to as ghost deer or spirit deer? Now you know. White deer are a rare and elusive sight, making their appearance all the more enchanting. Unlike albino deer, which have a genetic condition resulting in a complete absence of pigmentation, white deer exhibit a natural color variation. The scarcity of white deer sightings can be attributed to their coloration, which makes them more conspicuous in their natural habitats, making them vulnerable to predators. To survive, white deer have evolved to be incredibly elusive, utilizing their acute senses and swift movements to avoid detection. They are skilled at blending into their surroundings, relying on their white coats to camouflage them in snowy landscapes or among dense foliage. This picture is truly heartbreaking. It's disheartening to see a magnificent creature like a deer suffer to such an extent. The picture was captured by a hunter's trail camera, and we cannot tell what caused this illness. But as you can see, the deer has a lot of boils, and the heartbreaking one is the one covering its eye, which will make it hard to move around and fend. But one possibility is that the deer may be suffering from a disease or infection, which could be caused by a variety of factors such as parasites, bacteria, or viruses. These pathogens can weaken the deer's immune system, leading to the development of boils and other visible symptoms. Another potential cause could be environmental factors, such as exposure to toxins or pollutants in the deer's habitat. Contaminated water sources, chemical spills, or even nearby industrial activities can negatively impact wildlife health, including deer. This video gave me chills. In the beginning, we see this man confidently creating content in the forest, completely oblivious to what's lurking around him. It seemed like he was pointing and directing someone to capture his actions. But out of nowhere, a black creature appears, sending him into a terrified sprint for his life. What in the world was that? This footage has sparked intense speculation, and it's not surprising given the ongoing fascination with extraterrestrial life. There are already countless theories about aliens living among us, and this video adds fuel to the fire. Was the creature in the video one of them? It's certainly a possibility worth considering. Whether it was a genuine encounter or a cleverly staged viral video, it's undeniable that this clip raises some thought-provoking questions. Are we truly alone in the universe? Could there be otherworldly beings right here on Earth? I can't help but wonder what the true nature of that black creature was and what it might mean for our understanding of the world. This trail cam picture is stunning. At first glance, I couldn't help but think Bigfoot due to its towering figure and elusive nature. However, upon closer inspection, I noticed some striking bear-like features. But the most baffling aspect is the missing hand. It's like something straight out of a mystery novel. I'm dying to know what you all think about this intriguing creature captured on camera. Is it a Bigfoot with unusual physical characteristics? Or could it be a bear with an optical illusion that makes it appear handless? Perhaps there's an entirely different explanation that we haven't even considered. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. I can't wait to hear your perspectives on this captivating image. This intriguing footage was captured by a trail cam set up by our local police department. What do you see in this picture? Is it a spine-chilling ghostly apparition, a creature straight out of our wildest nightmares, or something yet to be recognized by science? It's easy to let our imaginations run wild when faced with the unknown. The mind loves to wander into the realm of the supernatural, doesn't it? Well, I hate to burst the bubble of the supernatural enthusiasts, but it turns out this picture isn't depicting anything otherworldly. The mysterious figure lurking in the shadows is none other than a man wearing a ghillie suit. Wait, what's a ghillie suit, you ask? It's a type of camouflage gear used by military personnel to blend seamlessly into their surroundings. These suits are specifically designed to break up the human silhouette and create an illusion of natural camouflage. In other words, they are perfect for covert operations and stealthy maneuvers. What were your initial thoughts upon seeing this picture? This mysterious photo was captured by the trail cam in Marshall County, Oklahoma. It's fascinating to see the kind of unexpected things that can be captured in remote areas. As for the identity of the figure in the picture, it's natural for people to come up with various interpretations. Some suggest it could be a goblin, while others lean toward the idea of a ghost. Over to you. What are your thoughts on this picture? This is truly an incredible and mysterious video captured by a farmer in Brazil. The description of the creature is both intriguing and perplexing. It's astonishing how nature can surprise us with such unique and unusual beings. The eyes, with their unusual appearance, and the organ-like features on its forehead make this creature truly one of a kind. And those ears, seemingly attached to its body, add another layer of curiosity. It's fascinating that no one has been able to identify what it is so far. So I want to know if you have seen something of this nature. Viewers' discretion is advised for this next clip. You can tap the right side of your screen 3 times to skip this one. Upon stumbling across this video, I found myself utterly perplexed by its contents. The farmer in question shared my initial confusion, believing he had stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a creature concealed beneath a vibrant yellow sheet. Intriguingly, an overpowering stench had led him to this enigmatic spectacle. As he approached, a profound shock overcame him, and his skin tingled with a wave of goosebumps. To his astonishment, the truth unveiled itself, a lifeless bear, its lifeless body engulfed by an army of wriggling maggots, numbering in the millions. I must commend the farmer's courage and perseverance, because if I should stumble upon something like this, I might pass out. What would you do if you came across such a sight? There is no scientific evidence to confirm the existence of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. It is considered to be a legendary creature, or a cryptid. However, if we were to assume Bigfoot is real, it is difficult to determine its nature or behavior, as there is no concrete information available. In most accounts and folklore, Bigfoot is described as a reclusive and elusive creature that generally avoids contact with humans. There are various reports of alleged encounters with Bigfoot, but they often differ in their descriptions of the creature's behavior. Some accounts depict Bigfoot as shy and non-aggressive, while others claim it to be territorial or potentially dangerous if threatened. If we should go with the claims that there have been sightings of Bigfoots, then we might just be looking at one, because this video, which was captured by a trail camera, doesn't look like a human. A gorilla does not move like this either, and other trail captures we have seen match with this particular capture. What do you think it is? While you enjoy the succulent delights of turkey meat on your dinner table, you're about to witness a mesmerizing ritual you've likely never encountered before. Take a look at this clip. In the fascinating world of turkeys, this unique behavior has become a tradition passed down through generations. These are gobblers gracefully flaunting their feathers and executing a series of intricate movements that seem almost otherworldly. These captivating creatures are engaging in what can only be described as a wing dance, an enchanting performance designed to capture the attention and admiration of their female counterparts. With feathers outstretched and wings arched elegantly, the toms engage in a mesmerizing choreography that combines grace and precision. They rhythmically flap their wings, creating a vibrant spectacle that not only showcases their physical prowess, but also serves a deeper purpose, attracting the female turkeys, or hens, for the ultimate goal of mating. Can you see how their wings glisten in the sunlight? Each movement is a precise and calculated expression of their desire to attract a mate. This video isn't too clear, but that's why I'm here for you. At first glance, it seemed like the bear and horse were engaging in a friendly interaction, but just seconds later, something completely unexpected happens. The horse suddenly collapses with such force that it's evident the bear exerted a tremendous amount of strength. It's intriguing and leaves me with so many questions. What exactly did the bear do to cause such an impact? I can't help but wonder about the dynamics between these two animals. The video may lack clarity, but it's moments like these that make me appreciate the unpredictable nature of the animal kingdom. Christina Ryan stumbles upon this extraordinary discovery captured by her security camera. In the mind-boggling footage, she believes she has spotted none other than a dinosaur, and more specifically, a raptor. The mere thought of dinosaurs roaming our modern world seems inconceivable, considering the scientific evidence that firmly establishes their extinction millions of years ago. Yet this astonishing footage prompts us to question everything we thought we knew. Could it be possible that these ancient creatures have somehow managed to survive and now walk among us? Take a look at the video again. One more time. What do you think it is? The bravery and curiosity displayed by this man is truly remarkable. It's fascinating how our instinctual response to seeing others run can lead us into unexpected situations, and when it involves animals, the risks can be even greater. In this incredible footage, we witness the moment when the man spots a group of horses thundering past him. Little did he know that he would encounter something far beyond his imagination. As he ventures closer to the direction from which the horses came, he notices a mysterious figure in front of him. Despite the uncertainty and potential danger, he courageously presses on, inching closer to the creature. And what he discovers is nothing short of astonishing. An ape-like being that defies explanation. But the most incredible part is that this creature, despite its intimidating appearance, harbors no ill intent. Still on the topic of curiosity, take a look at this clip. This man's car was hit by a creature, but rather than being grateful for escaping unharmed, the man's determination leads him to pursue the creature. I can't help but wonder what could have motivated him to do so. The creature itself is truly intriguing. It's unlike anything we've seen before. Observing its heavy and robust build as it swiftly moves, it's evident that it's not a bear or any familiar animal. The question lingers in my mind: what exactly is this creature? I've always been fascinated by stories about mythical creatures like the Dogman, and this video adds a whole new level of intrigue. The opening discussion about the potential dangers of encountering a Dogman really sets the tone for what's to come. What makes this video particularly compelling is the fact that it features a man who has always been skeptical about these creatures, but now claims to have personally witnessed one in the bush. His transformation from doubter to believer adds an element of authenticity to the story. It's fascinating to see how first-hand experiences can challenge our preconceived notions and open our minds to new possibilities.